AnimalClass.co.uk.
So this is a standard cat carrier that we've transported Percy in today. He's coming in the car. First, a few things about transporting him in the car. Obviously, you need to make sure that this is safe and secure, and that you know that any carrier that you use is safe and secure, because the worst thing in the world is for a cat to get out during a trip. If you've got children in the car, if you've got other people in the car, it could get in the way, it could get distressed, and equally, if you get to the other end, you could have an escaped cat. There are lots and lots of different types of cat carriers on the market, and the most important thing is to make sure they're secure. They are not necessarily made in the same way as this one. They're made of lots of different materials, and it's your choice about what you decide is best for your cat. But overall, you need to make sure it keeps the cat safe and secure whilst you travel, whilst you're carrying it from one place to another. So we'll just have a look at this one for today. This one has a lovely grille on the front. This is where the cat enters and exits, with a very secure locking mechanism, okay, that the cat can't actually undo itself. As you go round to the sides, there's lots of ventilation holes. Ventilation is very important as the cat is travelling. Again, another pointer, just think about if you're travelling a cat in a car, if it's a hot day, it's going to get very, very warm. Yes, there's ventilation, but if you're sitting in the car and it's hot, remember that the cat will be hot too. So don't keep them in there for too long. Never leave them alone. Okay, a couple of hours in a cat carrier in a car isn't going to do them very much harm, but if you're travelling for much longer, a bit of food and water, a bit of a break, let them get out, let them stretch their legs. As we go round to the back, this one's even got strap holders here, and it has a little compartment for a food and water bowl. So that actually goes along with the carrier, clips onto the front, and you can put a little bit of food and water. I would not say it's a good idea to travel with water already in there, because it slops around and the cats get a little bit wet and they don't like that very much. So as we go back round to the other side, we've got more ventilation, very, very important. But obviously check that this ventilation hasn't got broken, there's no extra holes in it, that the plastic is all in good order. There's also a carrying handle at the top, so you can keep that nicely. It is really, really important to make sure that the carrier is nice and clean, that it hasn't been moved around, damaged, that the locking mechanism works. Now, not all cats will be used to a cat carrier, so it's really important to get them used to a carrier bit by bit. So don't just throw this in the shed and let the spiders have an extra home. Bring it into your living room, put some bedding in it, let the kittens or the cats jump in and out of it, play in it, sleep in it, and get used to it. Once you're actually travelling your cat, don't just travel it to the vets. Take it out for a little journey. It only has to be a few minutes, just so it gets used to it, because a lot of cats do get very distressed when they're in a car. Make sure it's secure, that it's not sliding around on the seat, so put it in the footwell or use a seat belt to secure it properly. And make sure your cat has a good experience. Don't just take it to the vet in the carrier, because it will associate that carrier with the vet.